Happy Monday. It's live time. So excited for tonight's live. Amy Fox is, as all of you pretty much know, one of the most important humans in my life. More than just a coach. Actually, like my sister. And so I'm really excited to be able to get her on tonight. So she'll be about 5 minutes, not late, but she'll be here in about 5 minutes because she finishes at 8 o'clock. So by the time she does what she needs to do, she'll pop on as soon as she can. So I'm really excited about, tonight having Amy on. So as soon as she comes on, we'll get started. But Amy and I have been together, for almost 2 years now. And it's just been an amazing 2 years together. And everybody knows Amy for what she does within the, bodybuilding world and all of that. But no one gets to see the quirky side to her, the fun side. So I really want to, I look forward to doing that, like showing you guys a different side to Amy. So I look forward to her jumping on. She said she'll be, just a few minutes past 8 because she's just finishing up work. So she'll be on really soon. Antonioma, how are you? I'm glad you're joining. So, hi Ray, thanks for joining. So just got a message from Amy saying that she won't be long. So that's good. Like I said, really excited to talk to Amy about more than just the bodybuilding world. As you can see, I'm my faux bricks. I love my faux bricks, but Abe from Graphic Design Shop, who is the best in the business, by the way, it's my faux bricks. So, too bad, so sad. What does everyone else think about my bricks? Into it. Thank you for joining, guys. So excited to have you here. Wendy, good to see you back, my friend. Good to see you back. I'm so glad that you've sorted out your technical difficulties and you're back and you can join us for this live because this one's going to be amazing. Amy is just an incredible human, and I get stuck for words sometimes. It's really overwhelming because she just means a lot and has been with me through a lot. So we're actually, I love the bricks. Thank you so much, guys. My bricks are amazing and I love them. But I'm sitting this way because I haven't revealed my office yet. I haven't shown anyone or done any of that yet. So I'm going to do a proper reveal, but I didn't want to give too much away, bar my faux bricks. So thank you, Wendy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm really excited to have this space here at Metroflex Gym and, to set up my HQ here. It's actually it's a real privilege, and I can't wait for the magic that we're going to create in this room and in this gym. So I am super, super pumped for all of this. I can't wait. I just want to turn around. I just want to show you everything, but I use great English, Maria. But I just want to show you everything, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait before I do my big reveal. Tui has joined another amazing human being in my life that I love to death and is not just my coach. She's my family. She's my sister. And no, Wendy, I'm not going to show. Maybe I'll send you a private video later. Maybe. But, so we're just waiting for Amy to just finish up what she's doing and she'll jump on. And hopefully she'll have little Jessie with her so we can use... All right, Tom, relax with the English grammar police. Wendy, Tui can't wait to meet you too. It's actually like we talk about you. You're always a topic of conversation because you are so inspirational and you have just stepped into your power hugely lately. And we're so pumped to see you soon. Hopefully all of this restriction stuff will lift, and I don't know, it'd just be easier to just travel around and not have to worry about quarantining and all of that. But I should be more across it, but I'm not. I'm just over it, to be honest with you. So over it. So I'm not across kind of what the latest thing is. Please sort out my life in this space. Sunita, I got you, girl. You know I've got you. That is why we are here. That's why we do our transformation programs. And I think that people, when they hear transformation program, they feel it's just aesthetics, but it's actually not. It's a life transformation program. And I've got a few amazing people going through the program at the moment, making such good results in all areas of their lives, like really shifting a lot of stuff that they needed to clear in order to move forward and to really create some positive permanent changes in their life. So I'm really excited about my transformation program, and I am excited about my transformation team that I'm putting together. A group of people that want to compete in the transformation divisions. Everyone runs like their 12-week challenges and all of that kind of stuff. But I thought, instead of just doing a challenge and whoever wins at the end, wouldn't it be amazing to connect with a group, with a team, and do it and go to a comp all together and get out there and showcase our hard work. And you do not have to actually, a lot of them, you don't have to get into a bikini if that really freaks you out. Clothing in whatever you feel comfortable. Just get up there and break that barrier and get uncomfortable and have some fun. It is the most amazing experience, and I just think everybody should do it at least once. So my transformation team, like I said, not really interested in doing all the challenges. Everyone's challenge this, challenge that, what at the end, really, like, what are the prizes? Like, the prize, I think, in a team would be, your team is your prize, and getting to have that experience and doing some photo shoots after that, and really celebrating your achievements. We don't celebrate enough anymore. We do not celebrate enough, and I am trying to bring that back, make that fashionable again, to celebrate all the wins and all the progress and all the barriers being destroyed and the new foundations being laid. It is so exciting. I'm so pumped for this. So if anyone wants any information in regards to the transformation team, the program, anything, please hit me up. I'm more than happy to get that to you. So Amy won't be too much longer, and and then we can kind of get started. If anyone's got any questions for Amy just in advance, just pop them in the comment section, and we'll knock them on the head one by one when she gets on. So that's so excited. Like I said, we all know her contributions and all of that to the fitness industry, the bodybuilding industry, health and wellness, but nobody gets to see she does, because she posts funny stuff all the time, but she's just so much fun and an angel that walks this earth. And I don't even say it lightly. Like, she truly is. From the first conversation that I ever had with Amy 2 years ago, I just said to her that day, that's it, we're family now, done. So, and it's just been like that ever since. And I just think everybody, she's just set the standard of the kind of coach I want to be. Yeah, Wendy, she's one of my coaches, absolutely. She's been with me from the very beginning. She was my first ever comp prep coach, and she introduced me to the transformation divisions, because I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to compete for a couple of years because I won't be ready. She's like, oh no, but hang on, look at this. We can get you up there. We can kick you off, like kickstart your stage experience with these transformation divisions. And I am so glad she did, because it has been the best ride of my life, and I'm so fond of all of this. So I am really, really, really excited to, like I said, have this conversation. And I thank you everyone for joining. Amy won't be long. She's just finishing up at home, and we will see her soon, no doubt. Has anyone got any questions? What have you been up to? Like I said, anything for myself or even for Amy. Arze, hey, if you're on, which you are, I can see you. So how are you feeling? Arze just had her bars run, and having a bars run is such an amazing experience. And Arze had her bars run for the first time today. So, and she just left here about an hour ago. So I would love to hear how she's feeling after the drive home and all of that kind of stuff. So let me just see, is she on? Yeah, there she is. Okay. So I've put a post of me doing Arze's bars just now, and it's got a really good description of it. And Arze's just put kind of like I'm floating. See, I like that. I like to be floating. Feeling light's always good. Do you want to? Are you able to hop on, Arze, while we're waiting for Amy to come on, so we can get more of a detailed kind of description of your experience for everybody that's asking about it. Hang on, let me see. I'll invite her on, and if she accepts, she accepts. Yes, let's see. The Miss Australia Fitness Australian competition natural comps. I think they are a tested federation. Could be wrong, but Amy will know 100,000,000%, but I'm pretty sure that they are natural, that it is a natural federation. Let's see. So I said, I love my bricks. Do you love my bricks? How good are my bricks? So good. Like I said, I'm just dying to show everyone my new space that we've created here, but I'm waiting. I'm being patient, and I am. What does it mean to be a tested comp? It means that they test for, it's a natural competition, and they test for substances that they, like performance enhancements. So that's what a tested comp is. So like IFBB, they do the drug testing, and a few of the other federations also test their winners and stuff as well. So Kevin's on his way in. Okay, beautiful. That's good. Maybe we'll get him on the live with me. So we love a good visitor to pop by and join the live. Okay, let's have a look here. So are you ready now? Let's see. Yeah, anytime I can help you with any of those questions, Wendy, I'm more than happy, because there's a lot of things that are confusion. Hey, here's Arze.
Hi.
Hi, how you going?
Good.
How are you
I've just had
feeling?
my casein. Well, like I said, I was starving before, so I've had my casein now, so I feel a little bit better.
Oh, good, good. So, can you
Yeah.
tell everybody what your experience was with the bars? Like, how did it feel when we were running them?
There was a lot of different experiences like throughout it. So, like I was saying while we were doing it, 1 minute I felt like I was going to be in tears. The next minute I was smiling. I had a lot of different thoughts coming to my mind. They were from, from friends to kids, I guess things that were blocking my way of every day just
Yeah,
coming
things
to
come
mind.
up that need to be cleared, that need
That's
to,
exactly right. They were probably the biggest things that I did want to be cleared.
yeah,
And that
that's it.
was on my mind most of the time while you done it.
Yeah, good. That's good. It's
Yeah.
just, such a, it's a powerful thing to bring things up that need to be cleared and to acknowledge them and let them go. And it's really weird what actually comes up for you. Things that you don't even, like, you've forgotten about maybe or whatever, but they're still there pent
Yeah.
up. So that's really good. And what was your body feeling like? What was happening? Um, yeah,
The body part was strange. So, at one point, it actually felt like you were pressing so tight on my head and it actually hurt. And that's when, obviously I questioned you and said, like, what's going on? What is this? And understanding that thought process, even as going through it, was thoughts and feelings that you're holding on to, letting go. And you
yeah, you
really,
were fighting it, and
yeah,
as you know, like I had barely had my fingers on your head,
yeah, you weren't even
you just didn't
touching,
want
but
to let it go. It was just, we hold on
yeah,
to these things, like we put so much value in them, we don't want to let them go, but they need to go. And so it's
yeah.
really good that come up for you. Tui just said you look much more brighter and you seem clearer, Arze.
I do feel that. I do. I feel like before when you asked me how I was feeling, I feel like I'm floating. I do feel really light. I feel at ease. I feel really calm, except for when I was
Perfect.
hungry. If you spoke to me about half an hour ago, would have been a bit different. But yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely feel calmer and just ready to deal with whatever's next at a different kind of level, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. And I just think that energetic clearance, like you can actually like tackle things from a different perspective because you don't have those things kind of blocking your way, all those barriers and
Right.
stuff. It is like a reset button in a way. Do you feel that, or?
I really feel that now. The the body itself, even when we're going through it, I said to you also, so yeah, there was the pain that I felt in my head, but I also felt like I didn't even know where my hands were placed at one point. I felt that relaxed, that calm, that it was just clearing all the bad energy.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
so
what
good.
I'm feeling now. Like I'm not overthinking anything, just really relaxed.
Perfect. It's when our
Yeah.
head gets loud that we need to like do things like this, because it can really distract us from opportunities of joy, or discourage us from actually doing fun things or things for
And just
ourselves, or
enjoying
that
the moment and what you're actually doing.
being present. Absolutely,
Yeah, and
absolutely. And I'm
thinking too far ahead and being caught up in overthinking and what if and what's this and what. Just enjoy the moment and do what you have to now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. But and when you said you're in pain, it wasn't, maybe clarify that so people don't freak out. Like,
There was actually no pain, but it kind of felt like pressure. And
Yeah,
when you
because it was
explain,
trying to clear and you didn't let it
yeah,
go. Yeah, so it
yeah,
wasn't there was no discomfort. No one's gonna
no, not at all. It was a
cry
complete opposite.
cry
If
from pain or
anything,
anything.
yeah, no, not at all. At first, I did feel emotional,
Yeah,
and then
wow.
that felt really, really settled by the end of it. And there was times where you actually felt like I was going to fall asleep.
Yeah. Like, because I
And
remember
then
you
you
were
would,
saying, "Oh, I feel like I'm going to cry," and then I'm smiling, and I don't know why I'm smiling. Like
yeah, that's
it was a
exactly
roller
right.
coaster for your emotion.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great, just to get through it.
But by the end of it, so calm and so relaxed. And I still feel that now.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and I think that you can see why people, when they get all frazzled and their head gets loud and all of that kind of stuff, will say, I need my bars run. I'm coming. I need my bars run," because
Yeah,
it's
I
like that
completely
reset.
understand.
Like, hang on, clear this shit, reset, refocus, be, the energy that I need to be in order to create the things that I want to create.
That's
So
exactly right. And for anyone that is asking that question, I didn't know exactly what it was. I understood what was going to happen to me,
yeah,
but while you're in it and you're going through it, those are the kind of feelings that you feel, that, and it's exactly what you said, that energy. It's
yeah.
just let go of the bad energy and create a room for all the good.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to let you go because Amy's
Okay.
just joined us. Thank you
Hi,
so much for
Amy.
that. And I
And
love
bye,
you. And
everyone.
thank you for letting me do that. So
That's
I
okay.
will
Thank you.
get Amy on now. I'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so now let me invite our guest of honor on today. Let's have a look. Where are you? There you are. Okay, so I've sent you a request, Amy. So all you need to do now is accept that and we can kick off. Hey.
Whoops. Hello. Hang on. I'm just going to find a good spot.
Yeah, find your spot. Find a good spot.
Oh, I need to clean my screen too. Hang on.
You're always doing that.
I think, yeah, I know. I am. Hi.
Hello. Thank you so much for
Oh, there's
being
Justin
my
taking
guest
the
of
baby
honor
out.
today.
I need to sit somehow.
Yeah, here. Get comfortable.
Ah,
Hey.
what's happening?
Nothing. We're waiting for you. How was your day?
Yeah, good. Finished
Of course it
now.
was, because you saw me first thing in the morning,
Yeah,
set the tone.
exactly. Hang on. Oh, geez. I need to do my grays, Maria.
Yep, we
I
got
said
you
that to you this
covered,
morning.
girl. Yep, all good.
Ah,
Now, I
I just had my
was
last
just telling.
client then.
Okay, you just finished now.
Oh, my dog's coming. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Matt.
just finished.
I was hoping you'd have the baby, but anyway, that's all right. But
Yeah, he's a bit out of sorts, actually.
okay, right. He's having moments. That's
Yeah,
all
he's
right.
teething and he hasn't really
Yeah.
slept much today, so he's just been for another walk with Justin. Oh, look, here comes the wolf head.
Oh, so cute.
Sammy's
Love
here.
He was the first one to come and greet me on my birthday.
Yes,
Absolutely.
he was. I'll tell you a funny story because I've got this little home studio set up. Sammy, on your bed. I had my second posing client, and Sammy is allergic to beef, and he ate my Food Fitness lasagna because Jessie was crying. I left my lasagna out. He ate it. Made him very unwell, so he came to greet one of my posing clients and just vomited all over the brand new flooring. And I'm thinking just before the session, oh my god,
Gotta love
I have
it.
to clean up dog spew from my brand new studio. So hopefully that doesn't happen to you in your new place.
No,
You
that's
don't have
all
a dog
right.
though.
It's
right.
okay. If the dog's that cute, then that's fine. They get away with it. It's like a kid.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
He was in their dog house.
Yeah. So I've said to anyone, if they've got any questions for you, they can pop them on. But I wanted to. I was saying before. Well, first of all, I know you already know this, and everyone knows this, but I truly fucking love you, right? And
You're all right. I think you're really all right.
and I'm so grateful that I found you almost 2 years ago now.
It's actually
almost,
gone really quick, hasn't it?
oh yeah, the end of February, I think I first spoke to you 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And you're the one that introduced me to transformation divisions because I had no idea that they existed. And you have just been with me through the roller coaster that has been my life. And I am so grateful to have had you be such a huge part of my life. Like, you're amazing. And I just wanted to acknowledge you because you actually impact my life so profoundly. And like I said, everybody knows that I'm always declaring my love, and I'll continue to do so. But yeah, I think I declared my love for you the first conversation we ever had on the telephone. So,
but I have to say though, like it's very easy to, like, you're a very easy client to work with, and I'm very thankful for that because you do what you're told. you just stick to the plan, and it's actually a pleasure to coach you and to be a part of your journey anyway. So yeah, I appreciate those words. Thank you.
And you let me squish your baby, and that's so important to me because I'm all about the babies. The Greek auntie squishes, you know, I get to have them, and so fun. Anyway, so I said to everyone knows that you are the most amazing coach. You are the best posing coach in the world, not just this
Okay,
the world.
Yeah.
No. This is not a paid presentation. Like, we know this. Everybody knows this. But I want to talk about you. Normal stuff. You've got this quirky, fun side that we see bits and pieces, like on social media from time to time. You'll put something funny up, and I love that about you. I love that you are so fun and so adventurous, and you're quirky as fuck. Like, it's so fun.
Whoa.
Like, what about the aggressive face washing thing? Like, you know, I love that. You know, like, just anything for a
They've
laugh.
got a lot of hits, actually. I haven't done a lot of posts in recent times, but yeah. Do you know how many people actually send me messages doing the same thing? Hey?
Was it Ange that started the aggression? Do things with aggression or whatever it is?
Yeah,
we'll have to post it up later so people can see.
Yeah, it was one of those, you know, the Facebook things that do the rounds, and it was a video of people doing things aggressively, and this one guy from America, and he puts the rubbish bag from the rubbish like in the bin, and he slams the bin, and then he turns the TV on and he turns it on aggressively, and I was just like,
yeah,
might just wash my
I'm going to
face
post it up later so everyone can see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah. But
I was getting messages from weird people, and even my dad, like my dad's in his 60s, and he sent me a picture of him brushing his hair. He's got no hair. And I was thinking, what is he doing? And then I realized that he was doing the aggressive thing. So it was funny.
So it's a genetic thing. So
oh, definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
so jump in, guys, with any questions that you have for Amy. Now, I want to ask you, how is motherhood treating you?
Yeah, I love being a mum. I love being a mummy. It's really
natural.
The best. It's the best.
Absolutely.
It's the hardest thing in the world, and the most rewarding thing, and I wouldn't change it. It's
absolutely.
It's come along at the right time, and it's funny because I don't know what was in the water, but a couple of the pros that were competing with Justin at the Arnold's, the last Arnold's that he did in Australia, like we all kind of fell pregnant at the same time, which is
all the pro babies came together.
They did. So everyone sort of had babies at that time. So a lot of people say that it stuffs you up and you can't have kids. Well, we're kind of the exception to the rule, I guess.
Dude, you're all popping them out. Like, seriously, if you're not dumb and you do it, you know, you can do these things if you're not silly. Like, you know. Anyway, nothing wrong with.
Hi, Mum.
Oh, Mama Fox. I didn't even get to meet you last time. I'm so upset. You're going to have to come back just for me.
Yeah.
Come back just for me. So,
Mum's on, and I'll tell you Mum's nickname. So if anyone wants to message my mum, we call her Big T.
Big T. Okay, why?
Because she's like 5'0" and her name's Tracy. It's nothing but It's nothing bad.
Big T. Okay, I get it now. So, but I'm just gonna call her Mama Fox. Bad luck.
Well, even my dad calls her Big T.
No, that's okay. As long as it's Big T and not Big something else, it's okay. Simon wants to know when you're competing again.
Yeah, well, it's just lucky that her name's not like Donna or something. You know?
See, this is what I mean. See how funny she is, everybody? Like,
Oh,
so,
my son is 1 on Saturday.
oh, crazy. Crazy. Is Amy's mum a competitor? Is Big T a champion too?
No, but Mum's just turned 60 and she started Cali, and she's really good at it. She can do chin-ups now. So she's never been able to do body weight chin-ups, and she's been busting them out. So I'm pretty impressed, actually.
Body weight chin-ups.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's hard. So
wow.
I'll have to post a video because I'm pretty proud of her.
Absolutely, yes. I want to see this, and I need to like step up my game too. Then, like, geez, Big T's putting us all to shame.
Yeah.
Christ. So yeah. So what? Oh, growing up so fast. Remember meeting you guys at 5 Star.
I loved working at 5 Star. I worked there every Sunday. It was fun, and that's how I met Justin properly. Because he used to come in and collect his supplements because he was sponsored.
Okay, see, that's what I wanted to ask you. How did you and Justin meet?
We actually met at a competition back in 2008. I think we were both competing for NABRA at the time.
Okay.
It was like my second show. Anyway, just said hello. That was it. Yeah. Both at different places. And then...
It wasn't time yet.
It wasn't time. It wasn't the right time. No. So we started talking again 2015.
Far out. Holy shit, that's a lifetime later.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And a couple of my friends used to say that, oh, there's your husband. And I'm like, I know. I know. But nothing had happened. But he was known as the husband.
Okay. So what was your first date like?
Oh, we just got coffee. Fun times. Yeah, it was just coffee. Yeah, it was. I liked it. It was fun. It was good.
Of course
but,
it was. You ended up like you had his baby. Of course it was fun. Like, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think
actually,
Justin might have been prepping at the time, or he was prepping for a photo shoot or something. So it was just coffee. And
you know what?
Yeah.
It's good that you were of that life, so you got it. Like, it wasn't a big deal, you know. But you're so easygoing anyway. Like, you're not high maintenance in any way, shape, or form.
How do you know? How do you know?
He hit because you are always so pretty and so whatever, and people could assume that of you, but you are so not. You are so chilled, and you're just the best energy to be around. I freaking love you.
What were we doing this morning? What were we doing this morning? We had a good laugh. We always have a good laugh. Yeah,
I don't know. What was this morning's one? Last week was the bloody ponytail. then the Monday of last week was trying on your competition bikini over my undies, and that was just terrible.
I didn't think so.
And then what else have we done? Like, seriously,
I don't know, but one of the, talking about quirky, actually, one of the weird things that I've noticed with you is obviously you have glass water bottles, no plastic water bottles. And there was one time you brought this to the gym, there was like 10 water bottles of those Voss water bottles in your bag filled with water. What's going on there? What's up with that?
Like, because if I drink out of plastic,
Hollywood tape. Hold that thought.
Before I step on. What is that? Do I put Hollywood tape on everything before I step on stage? Now, Wendy, right? You need to do dress rehearsals to know where the fuck you're going to put that tape, because once it's on, you can't take it off because you wreck your tan. So we have to do rehearsals if we're trying to nip and tuck the shit in. Like, it's true, because, you know, from weight loss and stuff, their skin, like, people don't realize that, you know, and I need to, like, tuck it in. And Tui's even said one time she tucked it in a lady's vagina. Like, you've got to get it in there and hide it. So
Why? Was it hanging out?
well, there was skin hanging out the side of her
right.
her bikini, and Tui, just being the awesome person that she is, she's like, "Come here, love. Let's just." And she was competing too, but she helped the lady look her best and feel her best. Like she went on a lot more confident, because it was tucked in. There was no toilet break for her.
Well, the other thing with the tape as well, like it depends on the make of the bikini. So sometimes when you buy the bikini secondhand, they're not made to your body because they're custom made. So you might need extra tape. But if you get it custom made, the less likely it will be that you'll need to use the bikini tape in the first place. It also depends on your shape and your structure too. So some people have a really perky bum and the costume kind of like rides into the center of your bum crack. So you might need a little bit just to hold it out. It depends. So try the bikini on, see how it works, like do your poses as well. And then you should be able to see, like, even when you're doing your side poses, is there a little bit gaping? And if it's gaping, then definitely tape it down a little bit. But you shouldn't need too much.
No. If you've got a custom made one, Wendy, then
Hi,
you'll be right.
Asada's just checked in.
Yes, Asada was hanging out.
Asada calling.
Far out. Wow, can you shove skin in other bits? Yes, you can, apparently, but I can't vouch for that. This is all coming from the mouth of pros. So,
Wendy, you can get the tape, and you can also get a product that's called Bikini Bite. Jo Rogers sells it on her website, which is styleonstage.com.au, and it's a roll. It looks like underarm deodorant, and it's a roll-on glue.
And what was that? Styleonstage.com.au.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Write it down, ladies.
It's called Bikini Bite, and you just roll it on and stick it. So you can try that as well.
Absolutely. Wendy will be there for you, mate. I'll nip and come and tuck it in there. I'll get Tui to show me how, and I've got you.
Wendy, were you the one that was doing the posing walking? Was that Wendy?
No, that's Arze.
Oh, okay.
So we did Arze, but Wendy's in Victoria.
Yeah, okay.
And she's doing WBFF transformation this year.
Right. Okay.
So cool. Wendy is. I am going to send you Wendy. You need to follow Wendy. Wendy's awesome.
I think I am already. Actually, I'll have a look.
Yeah, you're probably.
SWAT 84, one of my favorite posing clients.
Oh, hello, SWAT 84. Nice to meet you, team.
Shredded. Absolutely shredded.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, tell us something about yourself that nobody would know, or that's not bodybuilding related.
What the hell type of question is that? What do I have to say?
Yeah, what's your favorite food? Like, tell us about you, not about.
I was going to say like something dodgy. Like what do I have to say? Something illegal?
Don't be silly. Mate, you couldn't do dodgy if you tried.
Hang on. Let me just answer this question. When did you
do that?
My last competition, Beck, was 2014. So I haven't competed since 2014. I look very different now. Most people don't recognise me off stage because I'm so white.
So
that's one thing about me.
What?
One thing, you said okay, if I was to go tanning, I actually go very brown, but I prefer being white because I don't like the sun.
Okay.
Well, I do go very olive, but
well, I'm the complete
I've
opposite.
been living as a vampire now for 10 years, so I don't get out in the sun much anymore.
You're transparent.
Yeah,
and then I see all these competitive, like the photos of when you're on your competitive days, and it's like, bro, you look weird.
Yeah, it does look weird. Because Justin teases me because we've been to the beach only a couple of times since we've been together, and I always take an umbrella, just like a rain umbrella, or I just wrap up completely.
Yeah, wow.
And down at the beach, unless I'm fully covered.
Well, now
I do not like
the pop-up tents. It's nice and easy.
Beck, I started 2007. So I did
How
my
old are
first
you?
competition, 23. 23.
Oh,
So I didn't compete regularly like every season, every year. Like I did have some years off in between, but I started in WFF, which was at the time WFF was joined to NABA, and there was no such thing as like the bikini category. So I went straight into figure, and you'd start in figure WFF, and then once you hit a certain weight, you jump up into NABA figure. So the NABA figure girls were like big, they're muscly, they're kind of like physique girls, but in heels doing
wow.
figure poses.
Yeah, wow.
So that's
Wow.
how they start.
How did you start? Like, what kind of sparked that thing?
I actually saw a girl training in the gym. So I was working as a personal trainer back in Perth, and I saw a girl training in the gym, and she was just getting leaner and leaner. And I used to go and chat to her. She was a bit older than me at the time, and she'd always be on the stepper, and I'd say to her, like, you keep dropping weight. Like, what are you doing? And she goes, I'm trying to lose 1 kilo a week. Oh, why? Why? And yeah, it turns out she was competing. So I went to watch her show and just thought to myself, like, as soon as I saw it, I have to do that. That's the best.
Yeah, awesome. That is so cool. That is awesome.
Yes, to answer that question, yes, I would love to do another competition, but I'd like to have babies first, get the babies over and done with, and then yeah,
and then I'm prepping you.
Yeah, okay, done.
Nice. See how good.
So if I come in like a sloppy
you will be a
mess.
product of my apprenticeship.
Yeah, well,
qualified.
that's a good test, actually. That's a good test.
Test.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's so funny. And it's another thing too, you know, I really, again, want to thank you, because every time I say, I shouldn't do this, and you're like, yeah, do it. Yeah, do it. You can do it. You would be great at that. Or you would be this, that, the other. Like, you're always like so encouraging. It's actually like crazy how just pro anything good you are. Like, you're just so like there, like, hey Foxy, it's Steph, what's your most memorable show?
I liked my first show. My very, very first show was the best.
Is that the one in your yellow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was huge. I thought I was like really buff. And I think I was 56 kilos on stage, but I thought I was huge. And I was like feeling really good. I did my poses because back then with the WFF, you'd come out and you'd do like your symmetry and your poses. Then you'd go off stage and you'd come back on. You might do your routine. So midway through, another girl that had been competing, or lady that had been competing for years, came backstage and she goes to me, she said, don't squeeze your bum when you're doing your back pose, because then we wore G-strings, like it was a G-string. And that was the style of bikini that the girls would wear in figure. And I said, oh, why? And she said, your bum is looking terrible, like terrible when you squeeze it. You can't squeeze your bum as a female competitor. You have to relax it. And I didn't know that at the time, because a lot of the posing that I did was with men and they all squeeze their bums. So here's me on the bigger stage, like squeezing as hard as I possibly could, and it was looking really bad. So the second time I went out, I relaxed my bum and I looked a lot better. So I actually came third in that show, and it was the best experience. Like, I just loved every moment of it. It was so fun.
How good is that? She came and actually gave you that feedback, that positive feedback, right? So can you tell us about, there was like another lady that actually
at the same show, I told you that
was a bit of an asshole. Like,
yeah. So I had one
two like sides of, like, you're either a good one or you're a shit one. Like, tell us about that.
I had a good egg that came up and actually gave me some really good tips about, you know, how to pose better as a female athlete. And then I had one arsehole, and she was horrible, and she said to me, you're wearing yellow on stage. That looks terrible on stage. You can't wear that. It gets filthy. And I was thinking, like, who are you? Like, this is my first comp. I picked this color because I love this color, and it's not filthy. And go away, your opinion. Like, who are you? Yeah, so she sort of put into the back of my head from that very start was, like, you know how some people say, oh, you can't wear this color and you can't wear that color. Like hell, like, if you want to wear a certain color on stage, then wear it. And if it's a lighter color, just do certain things to make sure it doesn't get dirty with tan. Because I will tell you this, the lighter the color, when you're standing with your legs close together, sometimes the tan rubs off onto the bottom of the costume, and it can make it either look like pubes in a photo or like your poo just
pubes in a photo.
So you just have to be really careful. But one of the tricks is that you get the baby wipes or the tissues, and you kind of put it in between your legs, and just before you go out out onto the stage for your show, then you take it out so you keep your costume nice and clean. But this was when they didn't really cover all the costumes with diamantes either. So the more diamantes you've got in your costume, the cleaner it stays. When it's kind of like the normal swimsuit material, they get really dirty. And that's what we had back then with just a little bit of glitter. That was the trend. And they also had a lot of, what do you call that? Velvet.
Yeah, wow. Yep, yeah.
Velvet's coming back in as well. So like velvet sort of goes in and out.
I'm considering
order the
maybe
white bikini and just get it covered in bling, and you'll have no problem.
Yeah, I'm thinking that when we do that, to have that as a base. What do you reckon, the velvet? Because I think it's pretty awesome.
I think it looks good, and it seems to, I don't know if it's the type of material, but when the diamantes are glued onto the velvet, they seem to hold a lot better.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good to know. You just know everything. I love that. You're just a walking bikini encyclopedia.
I'm obsessed with the bodybuilding. I'm obsessed with it. I love it.
See, that's what I love. That's what I love about you. You actually are as passionate as you seem. It's not just what you see on socials. You're always so, you're all about this life. It's so awesome. It's so great. So great.
Maria, have you kept all of your bikinis? Oh, me? Have I kept all of my bikinis?
Yes.
No, I was sponsored by Jo Rogers, the lady that I was telling you that was that does the bikini bite. So some of the bikinis I've kept from when I pre-Jo, and then the Jo ones, no.
Okay. So which one are you going to give me? I put you on the spot in front of an audience.
None. I'll give you my undies, my dirty undies. Do you know that's a lot of that's a request that a lot of bodybuilders get. It's gross. They want to sell it. So if you're trying to make a little bit of money, OnlyFans, sell your costumes, your old costumes.
Wow.
Yeah, there's money to be made.
Pretty gross, bro. Like,
seriously. Yeah. I even had a random phone call out of the blue. This was probably 2013. I was doing a lot of posing coaching out of Clean Health in Sydney. And I had a phone call from a man, and he wanted a posing lesson. And this is what he said to me: I want a posing lesson. I said, yep, no worries. Like, this is my rates. This is how it works. And he said, do you do home visits? And I said, yeah, I can. I just have to put on like travel time, no problem. Whereabouts are you located? And he said, a hotel. And I was like, weird. This is a little bit suspicious. Yeah. So I had the red flags going up, and I thought,
gotta love the intuition.
More questions. Turns out he didn't want a posing lesson. He wanted a posing lesson like me to pose for him. So he wanted to watch while I posed. I said, oh, thank you, but yeah, I don't do that sort of thing. But how much are you paying?
Yeah, it's like, what's the max you'll go to? Like,
yeah.
Am I, clothed? Can I wear a bikini I have worn in another federation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can, Wendy. I think you can wear a bikini you've worn in another federation. They all have their, they're all pretty, there's a few variations, I think. But
what was the question?
Can I wear a bikini I have worn in another federation?
It depends what style of bikini it is and what federation you're doing. So, for example, if you did WBFF and the bikini is asymmetrical, so you might have like parts going over the shoulder and then the other shoulder is exposed, you can't wear that style, that asymmetry style, in IFBB, ICN, A&B, unless it's theme wear. So yeah, most of the federations will just have a normal triangle or cup style, and none of the diamantes or decorations can go outside the line of the cup, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so there's no dangly bits and stuff. It's all fixed to
Yeah.
the thingo.
But
Yeah.
all of that should be on each website, should have very clear instructions about what the costume should look like.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But that's, you know, and can you share with us as well? You said that your first ever prep, you tried to fit Tim Tams into your macros.
No, I didn't try and fit, I just had them. Because in my head, I told myself, if I stick to my diet for 4 days, I'm going to have a Tim Tam. So that's what I do.
Okay, just what?
Yeah, it was like my reward.
Wow. So how'd that go for you?
I wasn't lean enough.
All right, so no Tim Tams for me. God. How long have you and Justin been together for?
I think officially, because we were kind of like seeing each other, but it was casual, kind of not casual. That sounds so bad.
Wow,
not serious.
Stop
like
out.
Not boyfriend, girlfriend, but we were kind of exclusive to each other.
Dating.
2017.
Digging yourself a hole.
Yeah, 2017. That just sounds so bad. 2017.
Okay, beautiful.
But we kind of like, we had a friendship again first. Like it was more of a friendship and then it developed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Beautiful. How many posing lessons does a beginner need before a comp roughly?
Who asked that question?
Arze.
Arze, it depends how coordinated you are. Like honestly. And sometimes it depends on how close you are to comp as well. So some people, when they're really, really close to comp, they're super depleted and they're on really low calories. So it takes a long time for, you know, a technique or a sequence to sink in. So I like people to start early. Some beginners I've had, and it takes them a couple of lessons and they pick it up really well. It helps, I think, if you've got a dancing background, or if you're that way inclined, like you've just got good coordination, you pick it up quite quickly. Whereas others, like
I was telling you this morning actually that she's got the belly dancing background, so she's actually got that fluidity and all of that kind of stuff. So
yeah, and other people have never been on stage before, like for dancing or like I've had people that have been part of an orchestra, for example, so they've got that stage experience, and that's hard to get by doing anything else other than being on stage in front of a crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's such a daunting thought for a lot of people. Like it freaks them out. But I just think that it's just the best. Once you come off, the adrenaline's pumping.
Yeah, it's good.
You just want to go back out there and do it again.
You don't because the tan is so dark as well. Like I tell this to a lot of people. A lot of the time, it's not like wearing a bikini or a pair of budgie smugglers down at the beach. Like you can feel more comfortable on stage having a tan on because it almost feels like a second skin. So you don't feel as naked or exposed as you would do if you were down at the beach in a bikini. It's very different. Very different.
Yeah, absolutely. Barry says hello. Hi, Barry. So, okay. Now, what's your favourite colour?
Yellow. That's why I wore it for my first comp.
So it is your favourite. Is it still your favourite?
Yeah, I do. I love yellow.
Yeah. Do you enjoy judging or is it stressful?
Both. You know, you've done it now, Maria.
Absolutely.
So, no, I love judging. It's really good. And I find that the more shows I judge and I put my hand up to judge for, the better understanding I kind of get in terms of like helping my clients as well. So if they're like, I get this question all the time, what are the judges looking for? And I think to myself, well, what I look for as a judge is very different to the person sitting next to me as a judge. We've all got our own bias. We can't help it. It's ingrained. For me, I find that the silhouette is my bias. So if someone has a nice structure and a nice silhouette, my eye is drawn to that. Other judges I've found will look at the same body, and if they don't see a particular type of conditioning, it'll switch off their interest as well. So they look for conditioning, and that's what draws their eye first. So you need to hit all of those things. Like if you want to be the best, then Your structure needs to be good, like your symmetry and balance needs to be good, your muscularity, your definition, your posing, your presentation, everything, because
Yeah.
then you can appeal to the whole panel, because you don't really know what the bias is for that particular panel. You just don't.
No. But I found that being up there, like if you're drawn to someone, like you said, you have to actually like say, well, you got to look at everyone else, because you got to put everyone like places, give them feedback, all of that kind of stuff. But you kind of get lost in it when you're actually liking like a few people more so than others. And like I'm like yourself, I love shape. I love that, you know, and I think it's beautiful. And but I had to say, well, hang on a minute, you need to look at everyone.
What's the criteria? So it doesn't really matter what you like.
That's right.
You can be drawn to someone, and then you've got to pull yourself or snap yourself out of that way of thinking. You've got to think, okay, this is what I like personally. I really like her, or I really like him. However, the judging and the criteria says this. So who out of that lineup up there best suits this criteria? Okay,
You know, I think a lot of people,
my favorite, I have to pick the criteria, which is this one over here. It's hard.
like I think a lot of people think, you know, there's like when they think someone was gypped, but they don't actually like. You might look cracker, but if you don't actually meet the criteria, as in the symmetry, the shape of this and that, I don't care how thinner you are, you actually didn't meet the criteria for that division. You could have looked great and whatever, that's amazing, but you didn't. You know, like people, like they just, I don't think they think about criteria, because they're not judging as such to actually have to abide by the federation's rules that you need to.
And that's what makes sitting in the crowd so good, because you can judge based on your favorite.
Yeah.
You don't have to follow their criteria.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why you're like, what? Why did that person win? They're shit. And you're just like, well, that's because they're not the criteria whatsoever. The person that came second was amazing, yes, but they don't match the criteria, so therefore they didn't win. How many, what was that question?
How many competitors are there in transformation category? Varies.
It varies. So it depends how new the transformation division is in that particular federation. So more and more federations are opening up a transformation category
I love
to get
that.
people
Freaking
like
love that.
funneling through into the other divisions. So like ABF, there was 3 of you guys, wasn't there?
3 of us.
Yep. WBFF,
like
I think there was more than 20, because they've had
was
transformation
like almost 30.
longer.
Almost
30,
30
yeah, that was heaps, yeah. So it depends how long the transformation has been in that particular federation, and like it comes down to marketing. So the more times that people see a transformation category being marketed, the more people they'll attract.
Absolutely.
So at the moment, WBFF has the biggest.
Yeah, huge. I think they started it off here. And because it's all pretty and stuff too with WBFF, so much fun. But how do you judge a transformation category? You know what? They can't actually judge it as such. It's pretty much, it's where their heart goes the most, I think, because everybody's journey is just as important as the next person's, whether it's been just weight loss, whether it's been overcoming addiction, whether it's beating disorders, you know, eating disorders, anything. You know, people think it's all about just weight loss, but it actually isn't. It's about actually transforming your life, and how, you know, this lifestyle has helped you, you know, has helped benefited you and whatever. Like, you know, how do you compete against myself, say, you know, coming from MS, wheelchair, whatever, and then someone beating cancer, and then you've got someone that was anorexic. And, you know what I mean? They're like, how do you judge that? Like, you just can't. But I think it's just the hardest thing, and I don't think they like judging it.
Yeah. It's difficult, and I think that's a really good question to actually ask the promoter, because they should have a clear outline of how it's going to be judged, so you can work out what you need to put forward. So they might say, look, it's going to be judged on weight loss, total weight loss over a period of time, or they might say your story is judged, like your actual journey to get on stage, like what you've
WBFF said that
okay.
It was the journey.
Yeah, rather than the weight loss.
How you turned your life around for the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get
Get
before and
before.
after photos? Is that for transformation, Beck, or is that for
Just in
for
general.
my clients? Like I've got online comp prep clients and like posing clients as well. So the comp prep clients, every week they send progress pictures, and the posing clients, I do like a before and after comparison as well. Yeah.
And it's hilarious that how many photos have I sent you over the years? I don't think Justin looks at your phone anymore, just in case he sees my asshole on your phone. Like,
Yeah, you're not the only one.
you never know what you're going. You don't know what you're going to find when you're getting these updated photos. It's like, oh, fucking, oh yeah, I've just sent everything. Oh, what about this? Does this look funny? And it's like, is this lump supposed to be there? Like,
Maria, please put your clothes back on. That's the text that I send back. I'm like, oh, she's nude again. What's up with that? Maria,
show me your ass again, Justin.
What do I
So
prefer?
she said before and after photos when you're judging transformation. Yeah, they do. They ask for photos of before and after, as well as a story. And I remember WBFF wanted a story in 150 words. How the fuck can you put a journey like that into 150 words? I'm Greek. My name has 150 words in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you do that? But the photos, yes, they need, and a short story. But how do you do it justice? So crazy.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. But you do it, and I think everybody cheats and goes over. I think they do that so that you don't send them a 6-page essay. Because also WBFF, they actually read it out on stage as you're walking out. So they do actually share your journey with everybody. And it's such a beautiful thing because everybody celebrates you in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is next level. Like, you can hear all the gasps or all the, oh my God, you know, like it's actually.
Whatever you write down, they'll read it out. So if you said you've overcome like drugs and alcohol addiction, they will say it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, so, and then they have the photos up on the, well, some of them have the photos up on the big screen so that people can see just how much impact, you know, changing your life has been like on you physically.
Yeah. The one thing that I found really fascinating about the transformation division is that because whatever you write is read out publicly, it's amazing how open and honest the person is by the time they get to the stage. So there was actually quite a few competitors that said they'd been addicted to drugs and alcohol and they'd had abusive relationships and like there was some horrible story, like bad stories.
Yeah.
And it was just nice to see how the person has overcome it. So anything that you were sort of feeling that is a bit shit about your life, it's like, well, far out. If these people can do this, then anyone can. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
I'm just plugging my phone in because it's going flat.
Yeah, that's all right. And Tony has gone, you truly don't realize just how many things are involved in a comp. And it's true. You know what? You go, and as you go, you find out more. Oh no, I need to get that, or oh, I need to do this, or I need to do, like, it's actually like there's always like more and more and more and more and more, and it's just like, oh my God. So
yeah,
just like there's so much. What is all right? What is the best piece of advice you ever got that stuck with you forever?
For comp?
Yeah. Or just in general in regards to like training or whatever, just overall. Hang on, I can't even hear you. Wait, 1 second. I don't know. Have you muted your phone? Hang on. I can't see you. I can't hear you. 1 second. I can't hear you. No. Okay. All right, hang on. Wait, I'll take you off and I'll put you back on again. Okay, type it. Go, type it. See, you always have a solution. Should I hang up and call again? All right, I'll take you off and I'll put you back on. Hang on. Okay. All right. Now let's get Amy back on here and see if it fixes the problem. There we go. Better.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can.
What was the question?
So what was the best piece of advice that you were ever given that kind of stuck with you and you know, you tell your clients because it was that kind of good or whatever, like the best?
I've been given a lot of help and a lot of advice. I've been given a lot of bad advice as well. But one thing I will say to people is if you decide to get up on stage, remember that the judges are there to pick you apart. Like, they're looking for your flaws. They're not looking for what's good about you. Their job is to figure out what's wrong. So you've got to have a thick skin, and you've got to be proud of what you put on stage, regardless of what everyone else thinks. And if you're happy with yourself, despite even coming last or coming second against someone who you think you could have won against, you'll be proud of your achievements and what you've managed to do in that period of time in the lead up. But yeah, the judges are there to look for what's wrong. Like,
that's what I think I need to remember as well, because obviously, you know, first time in a big kid division, you know, and I obviously going up against seasoned athletes and all of that kind of stuff, dude, like, I know that I'm going to get eaten alive in regards to the critiques, but I don't mind that, because I know I'm just excited because I know where I've come from, what I've done, just to get out there and to be standing next to these other incredible athletes that I've sacrificed and prepped and done that to hold my own.
Yeah,
I'm just so fucking pumped for that. I couldn't give two shits what the outcome is, and I'm going to win, but you know what the outcome is and all of that kind of stuff. But it's actually going to, it's something that will be interesting to see, because they will know, you will know as a judge, right? If you didn't know me, you could tell that I used to be overweight, right? Like, you'd be able to see those signs and all of that.
I would disagree. I would disagree. Why? I think you're getting to the point now, Maria, with your physique where it's actually getting hard to tell.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it is.
So,
Wendy, do you get to work out backstage? Do you bring your own stuff? Oh, yeah, sometimes. So sometimes the federations provide like dumbbells and resistance bands, and other times you have to bring it. So it's worthwhile before each show just checking in with the federation and just saying, hey, what's the backstage setup going to be like? Do I need to bring my own dumbbells or workout bands? Yeah. Like back in the day, people didn't bring things like that. They just use a towel, and they do resistance exercises with their mate backstage with a towel. Yeah. So
WBFF, Wendy, they provide all of that. They have everything. And if there's something that you need, a lot of people bring their own stuff anyway. There's always, I wouldn't weigh myself down with like dumbbells or resist, because it's there anyway.
You don't carry it on the day of the show.
That's right. I love this. Like, I've got, you know, Pete saying, bring that gold medal home, babe. Yeah. And then the into it kids are like, yeah, she will. I love the faith that everyone has in me. That's so good.
That's what you need as well. And do you work out backstage? You don't really have a workout as such backstage, do you, Maria? It's more like a little pumper, just to get the blood flowing, just to fill the muscle with blood and make it look like it's like pushing harder against the skin, so your skin will appear thinner. Okay, right. Sort of fills up the muscle.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a thing. You know what? And I don't think I ever actually pumped up. I was watching everyone do, because I was just doing transformation. Obviously, next one will be different. But because I was just watching everyone do it, and I'm like, dude, your tan's going to run. I'm sitting there thinking, your tan's going to run and all.
Yeah, it depends on the look of the division that you're entering. So Some girls will pump up if they're doing a more muscular category. Bikini girls don't necessarily need to pump up. They just need to sort of run through their poses. You've got to be careful, because if you start pumping up and you haven't got your water right and things, if you start to sweat, then you run the risk of ruining your tan.
Yeah, absolutely. How many shows have you done, Maria? Beck, I think I've done 3 or 4.
4, I think. 4?
I'm pretty sure it's 4. 4 transformation divisions. And I fucking do a million. I love it. It's so much fun. So much fun. And some I've worn bikini or a costume, and the other one, the last one we did, the ABF, I was in a dress. It was evening wear was the attire. So yeah, and I think everybody should do one. That's why, like I said, I'm not doing challenges or anything. I'm doing my transformation team, and we can go, and our celebration will be that comp day, you know, and then, you know, some nice photo shoots after, when we're all dressed up and makeup and hair and all of that kind of stuff, and celebrate our achievements all together as a team rather than competing against each other.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do, because I think that that's awesome, and you've inspired me all along the way, because I discussed a few things with you and thought about it, and that's, yeah, I love that approach. I think that as a team we can celebrate and,
Be nice.
you know, showcase our hard work. Like, you know, you don't, when you do these challenges, I find that you don't really get to showcase your hard work. It's a before and after, you know what I mean? And it's a measurement, and it's there's no celebration. Like, I want everyone to celebrate their achievements and their accomplishments. Like, I just think that, like I was saying before, we don't celebrate enough anymore, do we? Like, we just don't. Like, we need to celebrate the little things.
Relax and yeah, like just reflect on everything that's gone into that prep. Like, it's important. It's good.
Absolutely. And I think that as well, you hold yourself more accountable if you've got something like that you're working towards. It's not like just like, because if you drop out of a challenge, it's almost like nobody notices. Whereas if you drop out of a team, you've got your team around that are going to go, hang on a minute, what's come up for you? How can we help you?
Yeah.
Let's get you there, you know? And that's what I look forward to the most, that camaraderie, that support, that everything. I'm just so excited, so excited. And you've inspired so much of that, because you were that for me. You were that for me. Like, I remember you went going to India to judge when I first sort of started talking to you. And you were like, all right, so I will be like, I probably won't be contactable between this time and this time, and I'll be judging, and I'll be in between transit. Like, you told me, like, everywhere you were going to be and your thing. And I just thought, oh, I love her. Like, you know, so that way I knew that if I wanted to message you, okay, she's judging. It's not, oh God, she's ignoring me. Like, you just were amazing like that. And you set the standard for how I want to be, like how you made me feel, especially in the beginning. Was that the baby? Can I hear the baby?
Can you hear him?
Yes, I love him.
Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm going to go and grab him.
Yeah, go get him.
Hang on,
Introduce him to everyone.
All right,
go get him.
And then Wendy, I'm going to answer your question.
Yeah.
About the pre-workout. Give me 2 seconds.
Just going to go get them. How do you find a photographer? Do you have a photo shoot before or after the comp? So a lot of people do it before, and a lot of people do it after they've had a good feed and whatever. I like to do it after. I think, you know, you just look a little bit fuller, not half dead, you know, because you've depleted and whatever for stage. I think the day after is actually a really good idea. And you've got to be careful with who you get, because, you know, there's different photographers, and everyone's good at photographing different things, and not many people can actually photograph a body and do it justice. So in Victoria, there's Zen. I'm going to send you him. He is brilliant. So yeah, I'll send you his details, and you look at his work and then kind of put the feelers out there. But I just think that you've worked so hard, you want someone that's going to be able to do justice to your body. My boy, hey, what are you doing? Hi, Jessie.
You having a scream?
Are you having a scream? Are you? Yeah, hi. He knows who loves him. You know who loves you. You know who
Yeah.
loves you.
There's
Love
Maria.
your
Yeah,
face. Hello, Jesse.
Hey,
Oh, my
good boy.
He's so, see how clever he is? He tucks after his auntie. You're
He's in a
so
way
cute.
well done.
You're so cute. You'll see he's a natural at the lives.
He's very good.
How many teeth does he have now?
6.
Oh, good
He's
job.
been there a few
Jesse
times.
boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet he is huge. Look at you. See, he just loves me. He wants me.
Yeah.
So cute.
Um,
So cute.
Maria, so should I take a pre-workout on stage for a pump? Just with pre-workouts, remember you're taking them as stimulant, and with stimulants that can make you a little bit jittery as well. So be careful taking a pre-workout before going on stage. You're better
Have
off
a shot of vodka.
yeah. Well, that's because that actually calms you down. Like it's, but the whatever the ingredient is that gives you the pump, you can take that. But I'd sort of lay off the caffeine because it's hard to pose as it is. You're going to be full of adrenaline. You don't want to be jittery on stage.
I'll bring it, and we'll bring it to you backstage, and we can cheers to.
One thing actually, the vodka. One thing I actually give to clients as a pre-workout, not a pre-workout, as a backstage pump assistant, is the Gentech P2P. Just as you would normally take it for an intra-workout, like that's really good to take.
Awesome, absolutely. And I can't wait to have Ange on here so that she can, because I've got all my girls and I've put them all on, prescribed them the Gentech supplementation and all of that kind of stuff. But she's just got this insight, and I call it the Rolls Royce of supplementation because that's exactly what it is.
I agree.
So I will Gentech P2P. Yeah, I'll send you the link, Wendy, to them so you can have a look. But I can't wait to have Ange on here so we can so she can shed some more light and kind of share that. She's so clever. Anyway, get back to your baby and to your man, and thank you so much.
Drink of milk.
I love that.
Do you know, when I've been breastfeeding him, do you know how many people actually ask Justin, have you tried the breast milk? And he's like, no, why?
It's just such a common question.
Yeah. Have you tried the breast milk? Because it's like anabolic and it's got lots of colostrum. And he's like, fuck no.
Wow. It's like, no, that's for my son so that he can grow.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Isn't it funny what people ask?
But if I'm low on cash and if I'm still like nursing, I'll sell it for the right price.
Well, they call it liquid gold.
Yeah.
It is. Apparently there's a lot of healing properties and good stuff. But, no, I love that you're still breastfeeding and that he's loving it and that you're loving it. And it's such a beautiful time in your life. And I remember when you were pregnant, I told you, don't be afraid to tell people to fuck off with this shit advice, or if they're opinionated or try and bully you into doing something that you didn't want to do or make you feel bad for a decision that you make or whatever. Like, I think that was, the best advice I could give you was don't be scared to tell someone to fuck off. Fuck off, Karen.
Are you listening to Thea Maria?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jessie.
Speaking obscenities.
No, he's too busy. He's too busy getting milk drunk.
Yeah.
So good. I love that. All right. Well, enjoy your time.
Maria.
Thank you so much. I love your face. I will see you soon. And I really, really, really appreciate you coming on and chatting to us.
Thank you for having me, and I will see you in the posing studio.
Absolutely. Cannot wait.
All right.
Awesome. See ya. Good night.
See ya. Bye. See ya, everyone.